Welcome back to Waza Wednesday. We've had a request to show some grappling and groundwork techniques. So this video is going to focus on my personal philosophies with groundwork. First of all, I believe that everyone should grapple. They should at least have a basic understanding of how to grapple, if nothing else, so that if you do get taken to the ground, you don't panic and you can get back to your feet. Those are two very important skills. What we're going to focus on today is grappling from a striker's perspective and trying to get back to our feet.
So you've ended up on your back. First of all, you're probably not having a very good day. At least I wouldn't be if I ended up here in a fight. So from here, you need some basic concepts on what to do. First of all, you need to protect yourself. You need to protect your groin area. You don't want to be sitting here with your legs apart where they can kick easy. You want to keep your knee and your foot kind of tight where you can kick, but also not both in the air. You want one on the ground where you can push back and get to a fighting stance. Again, I said push back and get to a fighting stance. I do not want to roll forward because he's going to knock my head off. If I am going to attempt to get up from here, I'll probably want to strike him in some way first, and then from this guarded position, bring my leg back and stand up and get back to my feet moving away from him. Second thing here, when you're talking about the basic position of grappling, you don't want to rest your head on the ground, because if he happens to get in close enough to land a punch, he's going to smash my head between the ground and his fist. This is never where you want to be. At the same time, you don't want your head lifted up to where he hits it, and it's bouncing off the concrete like that when you get hit. So what I recommend is hands up to guard, or even grabbing your head so it physically can't hit the ground, and then keeping those elbows tight and literally using your elbows to cover these strikes. Now we're going to get into techniques. The first one I showed was, again, protecting, strike, and come up so that you can get back to your feet and start striking. Let's say he comes in a little closer because he wants to punch. You take him down this way. You kick and get to your feet again. You don't want to stay there, and you don't want to be the second one to throw that kick to the groin. So again, this technique is fairly simple. As he comes in, I grab his ankle. If I don't grab his ankle, when I push on this knee, most likely he's going to step back and then he's going to come back in. So again, as he steps in close enough to strike, I can kick him from here. I'm going to hook this, push here. Again, if I don't attack this leg, he may or may not go down when this knee gets straightened. I want to make sure he goes down. So I'm going to hook this leg. I'm going to kick my left leg out. I'm going to kick my right leg forward, and I'm going to pull on his ankle with my right hand. When you do all those things at once, they're going to fall pretty solid. Then you can kick and get up. Same concept from the other side. Again, what his goal from here is to get close enough to land some punches or to throw that big stomp down on my head. That's not where I want to be. And if he does lift his leg to stomp, I want to kick quick. If nothing else, as he lifts to stomp, I want to kick the leg back, or I want to kick him right between the legs this way. So again, as he comes in close, I'm going to grab this ankle. I'm going to push on this knee, and I'm going to hook this leg. If you only push on the knee, he will probably step out of it. And now I may have enough space to get up, or he might come back and pummel me. I don't want to take chances from here. So as he steps in to punch, I'm going to kick, grab the ankle, and trap the knee. This leg is going to kick his leg out. So my left leg, in this case, is going to kick his right leg out to the side. My right leg is going to hyperextend his left knee, and my right arm is going to pull on his ankle this way. Then you kick to the groin and get up. Notice how when I can kick and maintain contact pressing into the groin as I come up, which would not be very comfortable for him. So the first two scenarios we looked at, I'm on the ground, I'm having a bad day, but at least I still have my legs to kind of help me defend this situation. This third situation, he has actually stepped past my legs and is working on dropping these punches. This is not where I want to be ever in a fight, because I can't really even kick him, okay? I can't really get my leg, maybe, not very well, right? So from here, he's dropping those punches. I'm going to raise up and knee strike him right in the groin. In order to get the height, you've got to bridge your hips up and push your knee forward. And you'd be surprised, you can get a fairly decent amount of power out of that technique. But again, you're striking the groin you don't need a ton of power on that situation. You come up and strike, now you get a hold of this leg. See where my hand is? I am protecting my head as much as possible. Even though I'm only going to be here for a split second, I still want to protect at all times. So I wrap this up tight and grab the head. You'll see this practice in a lot of single leg takedowns and stand-up grappling and shoot boxing where they're shooting in for the single leg. You're also going to grab the ankle here, and again, I'm not going to just turn my body. I see a lot of people when they first learn this, they're like turning their body and kicking their feet in the air. You have no strength. All your strength is on your quad, so you've got to plant your left foot and drive it forward. See where this hand goes to that leg? Check this leg, because if you don't check that leg, you could end up eating a kick. You want to check the legs, get up, and then figure out what you're going to do from there. So to show again, he's throwing punches. You're going to strike, sit up, throw, check the leg, and get out of there. So for today's Waza Wednesday, we took a look at using grappling to get to your feet against somebody who may or may not be the most experienced grappler, against somebody who's basically trying to stand up and ground and pound you. We did not take a look at it from if they drop down and try to put you in mount, or if they drop down and you end up having them in your guard. Those are things we could talk about covering in a future Waza Wednesday. But just to get people started with how to fight and get up to your feet, we wanted to take a look at all the attacks from the same type of standing position, and we wanted to show a couple of them. Ones where you do have your legs to help fight off the opponent, and ones where they're standing over your hips and you don't have the best use or best access of your legs to throw kicks and get away.